I thought I'd do a quick unboxing of the Caran 15 Gouache Studio Dry Pan Set of Gouache, made in Switzerland, which is pretty cool. And I thought this might be just convenient for like when I was traveling, or there might be times when I want to try, just some gouache paint in a way that isn't as fussy as working with the tubes and so on. And I really wanted to try the Caran d'Ache product. So it comes like this with this little wrapper, and you slip the wrapper off, and it gives you an idea what you'll get as well. So and it comes in this really beautiful, high quality box. It doesn't have a ring on the finger. It is a little, it'd be hard to hold, right? The wrapper itself gives you just some basic information. Tells you that this is the Gouache Studio, and there's the colors that are included by number. But you see here that there's just a little cut line inside here. There is more information about their line and all the things that they do. They have a wide line, of course. They're so well known for their water pastels and regular pastels and pencils and so forth. But on this side, there's my color chart and swatch, and so there's the number and the name of the pigment. It doesn't have light fast information, but I'm pretty sure Caran d'Ache will provide it. So I'll have to reach out to them to get some of that information and the pigment information. But there it is, and this will fit in the case. So let's go ahead and open it up. It's just a press case. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. Just such high quality, whenever you open up a Caran d'Ache product. Let's see, it comes with this little creative class, which says that there's some instruction videos, and there's a little code there for that. Comes with some, oh, those are stickers. All right, that's kind of fun. I'm not sure I'll put those, but I kind of like that. And then here are the dry gouache cakes. Comes with a brush. Let's see, I'll watch the sizing out of that. Sorry about my arm there. I have some water off over here on the side. Bring it in view. And yeah, it's has a nice little snap to it, and seems to be a good quality brush. It says it's a size A Caran d'Ache. There you go. I think sometimes the expectation with some of these opaque sets is that they're for kids, and I guess it could be for kids, but I'm not a kid. I'm a kid at heart. So, and in addition to these pans, we have some white gouache as well, so we can make some pastel colors. That'd be great. So the little colors just flip out. And then look at this, they are already written on, so I don't have to write anything on them in case I want to replace just one color. And then they just pop in there. Oh, I really like that. I love this little set. This is really well thought out. This one over here is probably going to be our black. So anyway, I thought I'd just do a quick swatch while I have you here. Of the colors on, and then this is just, again, it's a light cardboard wrapper. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I think I'm just going to do it dry and just see how well they activate with a wet brush. Oh, look at that, almost immediate. And Wow, nice. I mean, really quick activation right out the box. That brush is getting a nice little point on it. That's kind of fun. Cool. Nice to know. And what I'm hoping for is that they're going to be better quality than like praying or something, you know, kid colors. I know that there's a brand that I've been looking at it for opaque watercolors. I like opaque watercolors, and I have a couple sets that of my professional watercolors that tend to be on the opaque side. So I guess I'm just driven more along the gouache line, maybe. I have transparent too. I really shouldn't say that I don't, but it's a journey finding the supplies that really, you know, kind of feed your creativity and make you all happy. And oh, look at how, I mean, these are just melting. Wow, just teeny bit of water and they're just right there, ready to go. Very and I think it says on the box that this is like a hybrid between watercolor and gouache, and that you can use them either way. So if you water them down, they can be more transparent. So we might try that here in a minute on my other swatch sheet, but that's part of the selling point is that they're kind of unique, right? And I think that there's a couple other brands that are coming out with this sort of hybrid idea that it can be gouache or it can be watercolor. I think Mission Gold has a set out now, and maybe even Holbein, I want to say, but I'm not sure on that. So I'm just giving it a little less water so I can, you know, get a real good idea what it might look like if it was opaque. So we have a couple reds, we've got a couple yellows, this magenta violet, and then we're going to go into the blues. So kind of, oh wow, this one's strong. It just gives you that idea of a little hard holding it and painting at the same time, but I guess we could try putting it down and seeing if that works. I was thinking I was going to have to hold it up there. I wanted you to see. And again, this is not like the type of paper I would even consider normally doing any serious color work on. All right, let's see here. But here we are, we're doing it. That's what's provided, so I don't want to waste it, and I like the fact that it's got printed information. And like I said, I'll do one here in the swatch book to get a better idea. Ultramarine. They're very strongly pigmented. I mean, these are, I'm just barely dabbing with a teeny bit of water, and they're just, you know, they're, like I said, they're just right there, ready to go. And I am using the brush provided, though. I don't usually use a size 8. I don't know, I tend to paint smaller. I really like my small paintings, but and when I'm going larger, I'm usually using flats or my filberts. That's a pretty cyan there. This is malachite green. Very beautiful color. Wow. And I like the fact that it gives me whites. I've been really enjoying the retro colors, so some of the muted neutrals. And then, you know, you can make, of course, neutrals mixing colors. And then, you know, for a more pastel-y effect of those, you know, adding white and, you know, to get that the opacity back as well. And so I'm looking forward to maybe playing with some color theory with these, you know, go get out my Joseph Faber's book and go through some exercises. I love knowing color. I mean, some people just want to, here's my color, let me just go. I don't want to worry about mixing, and that's fine. But it's fun to know your colors. It's fun to mix colors. And to understand how colors work, and it just can open up a world of understanding. And then when you're painting, if you understand color, you can achieve color harmony. And with limited palettes, or you know, where you've got colors that have shared qualities, or that are complementary or split complementary, or all the other wonderful things that can kind of go together. Did I miss one? I missed one, didn't I? Ultramarine blue. Oh my gosh, I missed them up again. Oh my word. This is me. I'm always mixing these up. So I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna keep going. I don't know what it is. I start filming in and I mess up things. Y'all make me nervous. Okay, so this one is, they're all, the violet's good, it looks like, but these are all over one. All right, nice to know. My ultra, that's actually cyan, so these are, anyway, let me finish here. This is actually the brown. This one's, oh, I can finish the black anyway. My goodness, what am I doing? Black is very black. Ink black. There you go. Now when I'm gonna just redo this, guys. Oh my god. How did I miss this color over here? This over here is the ultramarine. Oh, look at that. That looks like ultramarine. All right. So that being that, it's okay. I will reproduce this. I didn't like painting on the cardboard anyway, and it was for illustration purposes, right? So the white straight out of the tube, I hesitate to open it, but I'll do a teeny bit of white here and get it. And of course I've got some blue on my, mix it down here. So we'll get a blue tint. But there you go. You can see how opaque that is. I'm covering that line on purpose. So anyway, there we go. Mistake and all, guys. Sorry about that. I am human. And I'm easily flustered, it appears. But what I'm going to do is I will fix this. But I just wanted to give you a quick look-see of the colors. Don't look at the names. That's, yeah. So we'll just, everything here is kind of scooted over. This is here, so that's, you know, over one. Alrighty, the topper is right. Okay. Anyway, this is this lovely set. This will actually, you know, when I trim it down, and when I like to have a swatch seat in the case, so I'll probably trim one down so that it'll just fit in here. The brush isn't bad. You know, it's got a nice spring to it, good quality, holds a ton of water. Be aware of that. This one has a little irregularity here with the paint. It looks like where it dried wet maybe. I'll just sand that down. It's not a big deal. And there we go. It's really a nice set, and I'm really glad I got one. Yeah, there you go. That's how that's gonna go in there. I may even cut it down more. And like I said, I'll fix that. Lots of these wonderful mixing wells here. And I think even this part will come out if you needed more mixing space. Unlike some of the ice cube tray sort of watercolor sets, this is really heavy duty plastic. This is gonna last a long time, but this, you know, maybe you could, but again, it's not enameled. So, but this is not something that's gonna fall apart. It's just so well put together. I just love it. Highly recommend it. And I'll probably come back and I'll show some swatches and I'll paint something with it at some point. All right, there you go.